Peace, peace.
Hey.
What's up, y'all? It's Ariam
And Yodit.
And you're tuned in to Deux Sol Radio.
That's right. Your favorite twins are back talking all things music and culture.
Because two takes are better than one, but twin takes are even better.
And we're back with another episode. And this is a very, very special episode. And we say that for all episodes. And I even say that for all episodes. But truly, this one is super special because we have some really big news.
Deux Sol Radio is now a part of Revolt Podcast Network.
Yay! Yes, you heard it. We are now officially a part of Revolt's Podcast Network, which means you can find our content alongside other amazing podcasts on the network.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy.
And we're thrilled.
And we just want to thank Revolt, of course, and the Revolt Creator Network for including us and, allowing us to continue doing what we love to do on this podcast.
Yes. And for seeing us.
Yeah, absolutely.
We feel super grateful for the opportunity, and we are very, very excited to see what we do together in this new chapter of our podcast journey.
Yes. I mean, this is so exciting for so many different reasons, but the main reason is that we've been doing this together now for so long. We started Deux Sol Radio in 2018, y'all.
Yeah.
2018. And
which sounds like ages ago now.
It was, but at the same time, it still feels like it was yesterday.
That's true.
But when we look outwardly, it has been a journey. It has been a journey creating this platform together, even with a pandemic, in the middle of it, giving us a 3-year hiatus. And just to look back and see that we're here accomplishing one of our biggest goals for this podcast. Yeah. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's like you said, Ariam, like we have been at this since 2018 independently. And, it's a journey. There's some, hits and misses and learning opportunities, particularly with podcasting. It's a relatively new medium, but there are days that are a little daunting. Transparently, the podcast industry and space is a very oversaturated space, and sometimes you don't really know if your work is resonating with people or if you're making even, a small amount of an impact. But just to know that, we've stuck this out together it was really honestly deeply rooted in passion.
Exactly. That was like our biggest driving force was that being independent. What was getting us through was that we really enjoyed doing this and we enjoyed doing it together.
Yeah.
It never felt like work, even though it is a lot of work. And just to have the support of a network was something that we've always wanted. And it feels good that this network is allowing us to be us.
What makes this so exciting is that, we not only stuck it out and have committed to it, but, this opportunity came to us because we were doing things that felt authentic to us.
Yes.
We didn't do anything that we didn't feel was right for our brand and our platform. We talk about everything that we truly want to talk about. And just to know that just by being ourselves, that, that it could take us to this level in our journey is really affirming. It's really affirming. And
I agree. Honestly, people have given us unsolicited advice in the past, like, oh, you guys should do this, you guys should do that. And I'm just grateful that we had a level of discernment and just this clear dedication to being authentically ourselves. And to your point, we were able to reach the right people and the right audience and our day one listeners. Like this is crazy for us right now. This is crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, you can say it. I'm pinching myself. I'm pinching myself as we're talking about it.
But yes, to be on a network was always our long-term goal. And this is the start of something super exciting.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to see what we do alongside Revolt.
Yes.
We've been fans of Revolt since they came out in 2013, right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I remember we were studying
television radio
and
undergrad together.
Like, this is like such a cool and unique and,
interesting media platform.
Yeah, unconventional. Like, I would love to work for a brand like this, because even then we knew that we wanted to go the unconventional route of a
Mhm.
career.
Mhm.
And for us to be joining a network like this based off something that we've created on our own is pretty surreal.
Yeah, it's definitely a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a full circle moment because, like you said, Ariam, we always talked about creating something together, but like just to know that we actually did, and now we're getting the support of a network that we've respected by being ourselves is truly, truly a full circle moment.
The power of the tongue is so real,
Mhm.
and we've always known that to be true.
Yes.
And every time we've discussed our goals internally, obviously we'll say this is what we want, this is our goals, and these are the things we want to accomplish. And it really wasn't until since 2018, right? We have not outwardly spoken about our goals on the podcast. But 3 months ago, we had a podcast episode called Millennial Memories. And that was the first time on the podcast we explicitly said, hey, we want to see this podcast grow. So we kind of like broke the fourth wall in a way of our episode where we honestly said that we want to be transparent
and intentional about what we want to see for ourselves.
And we both said we want to see this podcast grow.
Yeah. We told ourselves on the episode, we were like, we're going to be more brave and more intentional, and we're going to claim things.
Yeah,
we actually said it. So we claimed it on the episode, like you said, and like
4 months later.
Yeah. This is kind of crazy.
But it did not happen overnight, of course. But this was a prime example of the power of the tongue and speaking things into existence. And it's just a crazy result. It's a crazy result, truly.
Yeah. What you said, Ariam, about it not happening overnight is the realest thing. For those who have been with us since before we even established our podcast, when we just established our platform together, knew we wanted to do something together, but we didn't actually start podcasting until 2018. But just to know that almost 10 years ago, we knew we wanted to create something together, and through that work and the constant learning and the growing and just putting it out there and shedding the fear and just not talking ourselves out of creating this.
Just not really caring what people think
and just doing what we want to do, like, goes a long way, because we inherently prepared ourselves for this, through that. And so I am grateful for the journey because, like Ariam said, like, nothing happens overnight, and you hear that from anybody that talks about their respective journey. But
it's true.
It's true. And I didn't ever really thought it applied to us, but it really did apply to us. And so I'm grateful.
Especially when we're like so into the work and you don't realize how much time passes, like the energy we put into it. Yeah. I think just doing it with you, Yodit, is such a blessing for so many reasons. We're sisters, but we're twins, and we have this really strong bond and love for building this platform, right? And I think that's why we never gave up.
Yeah.
And
I want to say the same thing to you, Ariam, because
don't do it.
I'm not gonna cry. Okay, no, I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna be
gangsta.
Yeah, I'm a sensitive gangsta, like Amaya said. No, but I want to thank you, Ariam, because doing anything like this alone is daunting, but like to have a partner in this who's just as passionate and like has this unwavering belief in what this is.
Yeah.
Even if no one around us understood it, or if people, pretended to support, but behind the scenes, had opinions, you just canceled that noise and you never succumbed to it. And so that always gave me a sense of like perseverance.
You as well,
and,
though. You as well.
Like to keep going, and like even before we, got to this point. Like, so I'm so grateful that I get to do this with you, and we get to do this together and create the space that we've truly believe in.
Yeah. It wouldn't have happened if I did this with anyone else. I'm just really proud of us. Like, I really am proud of us. Like, this is such a pinch me moment.
This is super meaningful to us. And so we have to thank God first.
Absolutely.
Like, for just continuing to cover us and give us the encouragement and putting the dream in our hearts to keep going.
Give us the drive.
Also want to thank our family who've supported us. Even if they didn't understand what this was, they've always supported us.
Yeah, even with all of their caring questions and curiosity.
Yeah. And our parents have always supported us since day one. So shout out to our parents, our sisters, friends. Our friends, love y'all down. Y'all know who you are.
But most importantly, the people that have listened to us since day one. And continue to support. It just means the world. The people that comment and engage with us
or share our content. It's like, thank you. Like, you don't owe us anything, you know, and you've been so supportive. You know, we were the little podcast that could, and you guys still saw something. So every listen, every stream, every follow, every moment of engagement has meant so much to us. And we really would not be here without you guys.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for your unwavering support and love. And like Yodit said, every share, every like, everything matters. We're so excited to see what this new chapter and this new partnership looks like.
Yes. And thank you again to Revolt and the Revolt Creator Network for this opportunity. And we look forward to creating together.
Yes. But now that we are being introduced to a new audience, hi. We just wanted to introduce ourselves in this episode if you're listening to us for the very first time. And just get to know who Ariam and Yodit are.
Yeah.
First things first, we're twins.
In case you didn't notice.
We are twins. We were born and raised in the DMV. Okay, proud DMV natives here.
Period.
We are first gen Ethiopian American.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Represent.
Yes.
Shout out to all the Habeshas. Shout out to all the Habeshas out there that have been supporting, and the new ones that will hopefully listen and support. Your girls are here.
Yodit and I have been super close our whole lives. Always went to school together. I always remember our first day of elementary school. Our dad went to the principal's office and told them specifically, make sure Ariam and Yodit have different homeroom classes so that they're able to make their own friends and venture out and have some independence and socialize. And I remember feeling like, wow, he betrayed us. Because I remember him thinking like, why would he separate us?
We've got a good thing going.
But that was probably the best thing
that was the best
a parent
thing
could do for identical kids.
Yes.
And twins, and
because they didn't realize that they raised two social butterflies, so we both respectively made friends pretty fast.
Yeah, we made our own friends, and every recess we would essentially run to each other and be like, "Girl, what's up? What's going on? Tell me what you did in class."
Little check-ins.
And it's been that way ever since.
Yeah, we always had similar interests, as you can only imagine. We were always kind of obsessed with pop culture. Growing up, we were really into music-based television programming.
Obsessed. Obsessed.
Your girls were all up in 106 in Park, TRL, like even VH1. We would be watching like all their countdowns, like, you know, I love the 80s, 90s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Top 100 songs of the 90s.
Yeah, rock docs, behind the music. Like, your girls were tapped in.
Yeah.
And we used to love watching that stuff together. And I really do feel like our passion for that kind of content really was a foundation for our pop culture knowledge, our ability to really know the history of music, the legacy, the lineage, or film, even TV. Like, we just ended up knowing all of these fun facts that predated us.
And we were always so excited to learn different facts and share them. And we'd always have family members be like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
Like, you're like 10 years old. Like, why do you know
these things? Yeah.
But that history just always, you know, we retained it so quickly and easily because we had such interest in it.
Yeah.
And we didn't realize that was something that we really bonded over and we could talk about tirelessly, you know?
It was just endless.
Yeah.
I mean, till this day, we're like this.
Yeah.
I mean, and then we would always be like interested in like the latest in music. Obviously, like I mentioned, 106 and TRL, like back in the day when like music videos were very much proper premieres and you had to be in front of the TV. It was very much appointment television. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have all those things together.
When we would get home from school, we would run home so that we would catch the top 10 video countdown. We did not want to miss it.
Yeah.
Okay, because the next day when we're talking with our friends, we wanted to be in the know.
Yes, very tapped in.
Very.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really enjoyed just the idea of a platform that would facilitate space for artists to come and talk about their music and do the interviews and showcase their world premiere of their music videos. You know, that was always so exciting to us.
Yeah, and just seeing like the Ananda Lewises of the world, the Lalas, the Frees, the Roxys, the Jaleesas of the world, like these women of color that are just talking about, you know, the things that we were so interested in, just showed us. I was like, oh, wow, like you can do this?
Yeah.
Like that is the first time I realized that. And so it really makes a difference, you know, the representation and just kind of seeing what's possible.
That was the first time it clicked, like, oh, you can have a career in music journalism. And there is a space for that.
Yeah.
But as we got older, you know, we were thinking about college and what we wanted to pursue. And because of all the things that we discussed, the most natural thing for us was to study television and radio. And we both went to Ithaca College together, studied television and radio broadcasting.
Shout out to the Park School of Communication.
Yes. Shout out to the Park School for giving us all the tools and the knowledge to perfect our craft and learn how to be on-air talent. That was just such a pivotal time in our lives. And I got to give credit where credit is due. But that was those 4 years just gave us the clarity and the vision to know, okay, I think we can do something together once we graduate. We've been on this journey ever since. So that was just a little bit about us. If you guys want a part 2 or want to send us any questions that you have, feel free to DM us on our socials at DEUXSOL. That's at Deux Sol. And you can also comment below on this YouTube channel. Send us your questions. We'll be happy to answer here on the podcast.
So starting July 27th, we're going to be dropping bi-weekly episodes. So you'll be getting more music, more interviews, more twin takes, and more pop culture.
So please stay tuned. And that wraps up today's episode. If you like what you heard, you can keep up with us on our socials at DEUXSOL. That's at Deux Sol. You can watch us on YouTube. You can also watch us on Spotify. And you can listen to us on Revolt Podcast Network.
Woo!
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. If you can hear it, we'll be on it. And till next time, guys, peace.